You genuinely want to go to the gym more than you want to scroll your phone for another 20 minutes. If you asked yourself right now, out loud, which one actually matters more to your life, you wouldn't hesitate. The gym, obviously. The savings account, obviously. The healthier dinner, obviously. And yet, at the actual moment of choosing, again and again, across years of these exact same small decisions, the phone somehow keeps winning anyway. The common explanation treats this as a simple willpower shortfall. You must not want the good habit badly enough deep down, or you'd already be doing it consistently. And the presumed fix is to want it harder, care more sincerely, dig up more discipline from somewhere inside yourself. It quietly implies, without ever quite saying it outright, that everyone who successfully builds good habits simply desires the outcome more intensely than you happen to, and that difference in desire is the entire gap you need to close. But that story doesn't hold up against a fairly simple test, one you could run on yourself right now. Ask people to rank how much they genuinely value the gym versus the scroll, sitting calmly in the abstract, with no immediate pressure or temptation in front of them, and the gym usually wins by a wide margin, honestly and sincerely, no hesitation at all. The failure isn't happening at the level of what you actually value in your calmer, reflective moments. It's happening entirely in the split-second moment of choosing, which turns out to be a completely different problem, requiring a completely different kind of fix. In 1975, psychologist George Ainsley proposed something that turned out to matter a great deal. People don't value future rewards at a steady, constant rate the way simple economic models had always assumed. Instead, the value of a reward drops off sharply the moment it's pushed even slightly into the future, then levels off much more gradually after that initial steep drop, a pattern he called hyperbolic discounting. That specific lopsided shape of the curve is exactly why an immediate reward can feel enormously, almost unreasonably more compelling than a delayed one, even in cases where the delayed reward is objectively, undeniably larger by any rational measure. A comprehensive 2002 review by Shane Frederick, George Lowenstein, and Ted O'Donohue pulled together decades of experiments across economics and psychology, and the pattern holds up remarkably consistently. Given a choice between a smaller reward now and a larger reward later, most people, across wildly different contexts, choose the smaller, sooner option far more often than a purely rational weighing of the two amounts alone would ever predict. Choice experiments by researchers like Kirby and Herrnstein found the same steep discounting again and again, using real monetary decisions. Worth being precise here, and worth saying clearly on screen, this isn't quite the same finding as the far more famous and these days considerably shakier marshmallow test from the self-control literature. This is a broader, far more robustly replicated body of research specifically about how present bias discounting actually works across contexts. And it's not a single fixed personality trait carved permanently into your brain from childhood. Discount rates shift measurably with mood, with exactly how a choice happens to be framed in the moment, and with the immediate surrounding context around you, which matters a great deal for what you can realistically do about any of it later. So your brain isn't choosing the bad habit over the good one because it secretly, deep down, wants the bad habit more than the good one. It's running a completely predictable, near-universal calculation that weights whatever reward happens to be closest in time far more heavily than one that's further away, almost regardless of its actual size. And the good habit's real payoff is almost always the one sitting further down the timeline, out of easy reach in the moment that matters. Instead of trying to want the delayed reward harder, which fights the discounting curve head-on and usually loses, try shrinking the actual gap instead. Build in something small and immediate attached to the good habit itself, a reward the moment you finish the workout, a visible tracker you get to mark right away, A friend who texts back the second you check in, so the immediate side of the equation finally has something on it too, instead of competing against nothing at all. You never wanted the gym less than the scroll, not really, not even once. The scroll just always had a head start, quietly built into how your brain counts and weighs time.